fireworks inside of Monday's impeachment hearing, likely the last before the House Judiciary Committee drafts articles of impeachment, came not just from protesters, but also Republican members committed to showing that they believe the proceedings against Trump are a sham.
The gentleman will
schedule, not to consider, made a ruling. It is in order to appeal.
The gentleman will suspend.
You're going to try to overturn the result of an election with unelected people giving testimony?
Gentleman will suspend.
The witnesses were attorneys for both parties, and though the facts were the same, that Trump froze military assistance to Ukraine, then asked its president to launch investigations into Trump's political opponents, the interpretations of those facts couldn't be more different.
President Trump used the powers of government for a domestic political errand, to put his political interests above that of the nation.
To impeach a president who 63 million people voted for over 8 lines in a call transcript is baloney.
It's unclear who the lawyers are trying to convince. Members of the House Judiciary Committee made up their minds long ago along party lines. Democrats hold the majority and will draft articles of impeachment likely by next week.
If the president puts himself before the country, he violates the president's most basic responsibility. He breaks his oath to the American people. If he puts himself before the country in a manner that threatens our democracy, then our oath, our promise to the American people, requires us to come to the defense of the nation.
Trump's attorneys declined an invitation to attend the hearing, signaling they'll vigorously defend the president before the Senate in a likely trial in January.
It's a disgrace to our country. It's a hoax.
Republicans hold the Senate majority.
Which means that, obviously, conviction in the Senate will fall well short of the 2/3 requirement to remove President Trump from office. And I think you would likely expect that it would be entirely a partisan vote.
Outside the ivory domes of the U.S. Capitol, polls show the American public is also strongly divided by party. Voters who identify as Democrats strongly support the impeachment. Republicans are strongly opposed. That about splits the population evenly in halves, with opinions unchanged since the beginning of this impeachment inquiry. Republicans say Trump's fate should be decided by the people in next year's elections. But Democrats say because Trump is accused of soliciting foreign interference in those very elections, he must be held accountable now. Heidi, Zhou-Castro, Al Jazeera, Washington.